Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
Morning to you. Here's
I got a new
I don't like this shot.
Well, stop dropping stuff on the ground. What's wrong with the shot?
You the big one.
My chair is
you
like
mighty
in the wrong
mighty.
place.
Now it's with the chair again. You have me on this thing. I feel like a donut.
I don't know. Just a funky angle. I don't know. Anyway.
How do you like my hat? I'm wearing my colors.
Yeah, why are you wearing that hat today, by the way?
Because I can.
This is my to-do list of what we're doing today. So, in case anyone can't see it, it's this big.
What is it?
It's our working to-do list as I think of things. Because the older I get, the more I forget. So now everyone can participate in my SH list that you call it. I call it a to-do list.
I call it S with a T, with a capital T and a lot of H's.
Couple H's.
You know, I gotta tell you, I can't even repeat that because I can't remember doing that until I look at the crazy things these people post.
We could give you a honey-do list. Ever have a honey-do list?
That?
That's my daughter. Why is my daughter on your phone?
No, her dog.
That's my
her
son's dog and my daughter. Why is my daughter and my son's dog on your telephone?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's how you know things are kind of a little funky. Happy
crazy.
Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday. We got a full studio here today, which is really pretty exciting. They just kept coming in. And you got people that don't even work for us that are here at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You know who's here?
Who's that? Megan from
Megan
Fort Joy
Square.
Paddles.
Megan Square, because there's two Megans. So
Casey lost her seat. You good over there? I'm not used to seeing you over there.
What's wrong with your face? You what?
Really?
How old are you, 90?
What's wrong with your face?
What's wrong with you?
I'm tired and I worked last night and I have to go work again
She's
today.
tired. She worked last night.
Why don't you go lay down in my car? Go to sleep for a little
I'm
while.
okay.
We have couches.
I'm okay.
No, don't put it
What's
on the
wrong with your
I'm
face?
just literally waiting for the coffee.
She
to
drools
come.
when she sleeps. I don't want it all over the car.
Do you want it in your car?
Yeah, because I went out my back seat, remember?
Now he's on a roll. Now Grace. Now Grace. He's got to do a whole lot of things to
Mr.
keep
Ghost
up
in
with.
the house. Look at
Now he
has.
knows that we're making TikToks about him.
Now, do you know that man, show the band.
Garter Bell.
You know what that is, right? So his nickname is Garter. Because he came into studio one day and he wore that. And I'm like, why?
I didn't
He didn't wear it.
Yes, you did.
I did not wear it.
Don't blow the bit. You got a reputation now.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
a
he's
delay.
right.
His name is Big D.
Not anymore because now he has a garter, so I got yelled at for calling him big anything.
He can't call him
I can't call him
now.
big D, E, F, or G.
It's really funny because that was the nickname my family called me, Big D, for like years.
What are you, a soprano?
Wow. That could go so many ways, but yet it won't.
He doesn't even know the TikToks are about him.
Oh, cool.
About Freddie or you?
Dylan.
Yeah.
There's a TikTok where someone called you Big D, and
Give her the
Casey's
mic,
like-
Big D.
Sorry.
I'm like
There's a
Barbie.
TikTok where Freddie calls you Big D, and Casey's like, "Why is his name Big D?" And you go, "Well, he ain't lying."
He's like, I mean.
Wow.
Forgot about it. Forgot about that.
I was choked.
Wow,
You
Megan,
see, so it's just not me.
You're
It's
going to
not me.
corrupt this poor young mind. She went to Harvard. She's like a genius.
Who went to Harvard?
I didn't go.
Close enough, Cornell.
You went across the street from Harvard.
I transferred to Cornell and
From Harvard.
I don't know much about
What school
Harvard,
did you go
but
to, Harvard?
Cornell.
Harvard's cool though. I don't know.
Don't
much
use
about
it as a wand. Keep it, remember
I
your
know
thumb.
the thumb thing. Yeah.
So what school did you go to?
I went to Cornell.
You went all 4 years to Cornell?
No. I went to Syracuse my freshman year, and then I transferred to Cornell. Yeah, but it's fun. Awesome. It's funny. I transferred to be a communication major, even though Syracuse is like known for communication. So, yeah.
So Syracuse is in upstate New York.
Yeah,
Cornell is in south.
like an hour down. Yeah.
South.
hmm
So you moved, did that to be closer to Connecticut?
A little bit. I don't know.
An hour?
Yeah, I know. It's kidding.
You should have gone to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
That's not quite
Connecticut
Cornell.
actually has like Connecticut College. Is
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a
Or
good school.
UConn. That's where my brother goes. UConn.
UConn.
Don't they have
Yeah.
great basketball?
Yes, go Huskies. They just won
The girls again or the guys? The
The
girls.
girls are insane. Their basketball team is
12
good.
years in a row or something? You should have
Yeah.
played for the team.
I played when I was little basketball. I don't play anymore though, but that would have been cool. I would have. I'm not much of an athlete.
I
though.
still
I'm
can't
real
believe you
clumsy.
got her here. She's visiting her friend. She has to take the Bright Line or an Uber from Miami to get here, and yet she was here at 9 o'clock.
I
this
thought she was
morning.
going to come to yesterday. I could have used her.
How long are you staying?
I
Indefinitely.
don't- Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm just like staying with my friends. Yeah, the talking hands. I need to keep the thumb.
What's your friend do?
She does like real estate.
So let's call your friend. In
Right.
the midday show, we're going to call.
Okay.
And we're going to do a prank on her.
Okay.
I need a $10 million home. I play for the
What do you need?
Miami Heat,
Mhm.
and I need a
$10
$10 million
million
home. And I was referred to you, and you're the only person, but you have to meet me at the airport tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Can you do that?
That's it. I think I don't know how she would respond, but she'd probably be like, "Yeah."
Well, I pulled that prank on a friend of mine,
Did they
John
do it?
Hancock. They were at JFK at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And the guy calls me because I was his manager, but I disguised my voice. Don, I didn't think he was going to take me seriously. So the guy, he calls me up, he says, yo, Freddie, I have this unbelievable opportunity and I'm here. It's 7 o'clock and there's nobody here. So I said, oh my God, you really went? He said, what?
I was once dating a guy, and he's like, I'll fly you out to Chicago. Just get on a plane now, and I'll fly you out here. You'll come spend the weekend with me. I was like, I must have been like a sophomore, like 19 or 20 years old. Do you go, or do you don't go?
No, the question is, what did you do?
Did
Did you go
Well, the
or you
question
didn't
is,
go?
do you go? Now remember, it's back in the 80s. There were like no cell phones. There was no tracking devices. There was no anything to make sure anyone was safe. And you get a call from this guy who was a little bit older. He
He's a lot older,
He
he's
was
like
a
50.
he was a trader on the exchange in Chicago. He had his own seat and said, "Come to the airport. I'll pay for your flight. Come out for the weekend." Do you go or
Me,
do
I
you
go.
not go?
Me, I go. If a woman did that for me, I would go. I don't care how old I was.
Kennedy, do you go or do you not go?
She said, "Am I busy that weekend?" Is the
Am
real
I
question.
busy?
No, no, no.
It's
this
like
is
it's
the-
like you're on
only-
the phone right now.
The only thing allowed is a yes or no. Forget about how busy. You got to make a
You're on the
decision.
phone right now.
So you won't go. No. Okay. So I said no. It's okay. You can say no. It's allowed.
Do you go or do you don't go?
I don't know. I don't think I would go if I don't know his identity.
Grab the mic. You know him because you've been kind
You
of
know him.
dating him long distance. Well, back in the 80s, dating was different.
You
because
know him. Like you
all
know
had was a
somebody.
phone.
You don't know him intimately. You don't.
I know,
relate, but you
like I know he's real though.
You know he's real. You've met him. You've gone out with
Oh,
him.
then
He
yeah, I
lives in
would
one
go.
place. You guys live in
Absolutely.
another.
You would go?
Yeah.
You're lucky you're
Definitely.
not my daughter. Would you go?
I think it like depends, but maybe I feel like I'm very impulsive like that. So.
You would go.
Yeah, I'd probably go.
You would go if he said, "I'll meet you in Thailand." You would go.
Yeah, that's.
You would go.
Talent.
Would you tell your parents you were going?
No.
Yeah, like probably. Maybe. I think it depends on like the context, but I don't think I think my parents
Sorry,
would be chill
Stacey.
about it. Yeah.
You know, your mom's is watching, so the proper
Hi,
answer is
Mom.
yes. And hush up on the 86. Would you go if it was a woman?
I
Asking
forgot.
you?
What was the question?
If a woman asked you to go, what is it with you?
Get on a plane and just go. Full expenses paid.
Sure.
You would just leave.
I mean, sounds fun.
Okay. That's
Grace,
a yes.
would you go?
I'd have to know him a little longer. If it was like,
No, Grace, this is a yes or no. If we had more time, we would say we have more. Yes or no?
But
you gotta
knowing-
go right now.
Yeah.
You gotta
No,
go
go
right
ahead.
now.
probably not.
Okay.
Given the situation, probably not.
Shorty, I'm afraid to ask you. I mean, there's 6'4" of you. You're probably the tallest guy on the plane. Would you go or would you stay?
He wouldn't fit on the plane.
Would you go or would you stay?
Title of today's show.
Would you go?
Would you
No?
go?
Would you go or would you stay? Guy invites you to Chicago for a weekend. Would you go or would you stay?
Depends on who's.
There's no depends. You gotta go
you
right
know
now.
the guy.
Yes or no?
If I know the guy, absolutely.
Do you tell your parents?
Yeah. I have a friend who lives in Kansas City, and I've been wanting to visit him for the longest time.
There you go. Would you go? You would
Yeah,
go.
you got it.
Now the question
No,
is,
he's
did
been
I
my
go?
closest friend since like 9th grade. Am I even kidding?
Closest friend.
Here we go.
Stay over there. That's not what we're talking about. You gotta mature content. Get
So
a
the
little
question
older.
is, did I go?
Did you go?
Yeah.
She went.
I went, and they didn't let me on the plane because it was too last minute. I got to the airport. My roommate drove me to the airport, and the plane was like ready to zoop,
So
go.
why don't you just take another plane?
So I did go another weekend.
You did go.
And was it worth it?
Yeah, was it
I
worth
didn't
it?
end up with him, so I guess not. He,
No, that's not what she asked. You have to ask the question you're talking to a
was
12-year-old.
what worth it?
Was it worth going to Chicago for Mr.
Sure, it
Old
was-
Man?
Yeah, he wasn't old. He was just older than my maybe was. A
You were
significant
19, he was 49. That's
No,
old.
he must have been in his 20s,
No, he wasn't.
30s. You
No.
think?
35. He's in the stock
In the
exchange.
stock
Yeah,
exchange.
35.
He had
38.
all the qualifications:
what?
money, his own seat, right
Oh, you
religion.
went to see what you
So
can
what
get out of
happened?
this thing.
What happened with him?
I was too all over the place. He's like, "Can't you make up your mind? You want to go to dinner? You want to go out? You want to do this? You want to do that? Well, how can you do all at the same time? Because I want to. Because I'm freaking 19." Is why. Or maybe I was 20.
Yeah,
Same thing.
My
Maybe I was 20.
Oh, 10. I told my parents I wanted to go to Kansas City, and they were like, "Go! You don't do anything. All you do is work."
I think your parents were paid to send you away.
No, like my parents are aware I work so much. So like you go ahead. Like if you want to go away, you can. Like I'm not stopping you.
But like when you're 20, who were we talking to the other day that has an age gap in there? Oh, it was the author we were talking to. Sheila. She and her husband have an age gap. When there's an age
They
gap.
just got married. They're a blended family of 5.
No, that was Allie. But Sheila, the love author who we're doing tomorrow, her show. She and her husband
Oh.
have an age gap. When you
That's
have
a
an
big one,
age
too.
gap, when everyone has different places that they are. When you're 20 and they're, or you're 30 and they're 60.
What difference does that make?
Because what
I
you
feel like
want
that's
at
a huge
20 and
difference.
30, right?
If you meet somebody who treats you with respect and doesn't take advantage of you and delivers the promises, because I'm gonna tell you something about people. They say something and don't do it. I'll
Men.
give you that.
Men.
I don't know how you guys date men anyway. I wouldn't date men. But if you meet
Your
some,
son gave me a visual today.
What?
put your nose there. But if you meet something, are you gonna? Does age really matter to you? Does it matter?
I feel like if you're at different points in life, it definitely affects it.
If you're at a point of life, you're not going to be dating this
Right.
guy anyway. But I'm saying that the points of life merge. If everything is in a perfect world, and the guy is older than you, would you say no? Or the girl is older than you, would you say no because of age?
Sometimes if the guy's too old, I get a little concerned, and I'm like, what do
Why,
you
you're gonna
want
give
with
him
the
a freaking heart
20-something?
attack?
What's
What
no,
do you
like,
think every guy wants?
I know, but I'm like, why can't you get someone your own age?
Exactly.
Because
Like, if it's-
sometimes you like to be around younger minds. You like the fountain of youth.
Yeah,
It
like,
makes you feel.
If it happens on its own, like, it's one thing. But if he's actively, like, searching out, like, younger 20-somethings and he's, like, older 20-something, I'm like, why can't you get someone your own age?
There's
Like,
Boy, when you fall in love, I
there's
can see
men
it
in this
now.
world who like don't have a real addiction, but their addiction is just women. Doesn't matter
And
what
there's
age.
women in this world whose real addiction is men. So tell me something new. Don't make that a man thing. That's an everything because men don't do things by themselves. As if there's a woman there, then she has the same addiction that you call it.
Yeah, but men have like, they know how to talk to you.
No,
make
they
you
know how to
feel
talk
like-
to you.
No, to make
Patty
you feel
cake.
like you want some, to make you feel like that they want something that they actually don't.
You have a mic?
And then,
They
That
make
you
you
want
feel
something or
something.
they
Like-
want something.
Because guys make it seem like they want more until you actually meet them,
Of
and then
course,
they
that's
actually
called
just
the
want
game.
one, and that's annoying.
No, it's
Why
not
can't-
annoying. You have to be smarter.
yeah.
Say that again.
guys like
What'd you
that
say?
whole
What'd you
story.
say?
Guys usually tell like what it is before anything.
Ain't no guy telling you
No,
nothing.
like they're
Nah, man, please. A guy's gonna tell you what.
like
A
if
guy's
he's showing,
gonna
oh,
tell
I'm
you
just gonna
what
be
you
friends, then
wanna
he's gonna
hear.
give that. If
Those
he's giving, I
intentions are
wanted
usually
something else, then he'll
90%.
give that.
If you want me to recite poetry, I'm gonna be a poet.
You?
If you want me to be a rap artist, I'm gonna rap bad, but I'll rap. A guy's
you
gonna
wanted
tell
to, he
you.
would.
A guy's gonna tell you what you want to hear because you see the way guys
Not all
look at.
guys are going to do that. There's some guys that are such narcissists that they
Yeah.
only do
No, that's
them,
even
and
worse.
you either accept them the way they are and their
I'm talking
narcissism,
about a half
or you don't.
decent guy.
Goodbye. Nope.
A half decent guy.
A half decent. So wait, here's your sliding scale of guys. Sorry, here's your sliding. I feel like Shorty. Like here's your sliding scale of guys. You've got you've got your narcissists, and then you've got those that would do anything to please a woman. And in the middle, there's mankind.
Okay, and then you have the woman's scale. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do the woman's
We've
scale.
got the crazy hot scale.
You got the women that know everything and the women that know nothing.
No, it's a crazy hot scale.
I ain't no crazy hot scale.
Because the women that know everything know like
Talking to the mic.
Like the women that know everything know the real intentions a guy would have. Like
That's
they're not gonna
true.
fall for
That's not
anything.
true.
Do you think the prettier a woman is, the more things she can ask for?
Of course. And does ask for, not can, does. The more deliciousness, the more they want to be fed.
I'm gonna bang my
telling you.
coffee.
But it's true.
I mean,
Deliciousness is another
A
word
rule-
we need to ban.
a rule at the restaurant is that if you're gonna dine in and you're not even a reservation, if you're good looking,
You're getting a reservation.
no, like you're gonna get prosecco because like they think that you're gonna take videos and pictures for you.
Man,
Oh yes, they're going to go. Oh look, they're going to
Yo.
say they're going to go. Oh, look at me, right?
People into the restaurant and it,
Listen, I've been to restaurants in Miami.
all
and
I
I
know
went
is the
with it.
restaurant's been so packed since I
With all
started
pretty
working.
people?
I went with a super hottie, and the guy tells me, "I'm sorry, sir, we're booked, and it's a 3-hour wait." So I brought my friend over, and she says, "What happened?" I said, "We gotta wait, gotta go somewhere else." So she goes over to the guy and says something in his ear. I got sat right away.
Pretty people always get what they want.
This town is filled with pretty people.
This is all plastic surgery.
That's not true.
yeah.
Look how beautiful all these girls are. They don't have any plastic surgery.
Well, I'm not dining
Not
in.
yet.
Okay.
They're beautiful.
She said it.
I'm not dining
Not
in
yet.
the restaurant I work at. I work there.
What happened?
Wait, Kennedy disagrees.
What do you disagree with? If I go out with you on a date and I want to impress you, I'm going to do what I got to do, right? I'm going to say what I got to say. I may rent a limo, have you picked up, and things of that nature. It depends on how much you want the game, but it's a game.
I feel like just because you're attractive, you don't get everything that you want. But that's just
That's
me. That's my
fair.
experience.
But I feel like there is pretty privilege. And like people
Pretty
can
privilege.
get
Oh,
pretty.
that's another
No,
good
there-
title.
What's better, the pretty mind or the pretty body?
It depends.
On
Because like
what?
it depends on
Because
what
if
you
you have
want.
both, it's insane. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Nobody has both.
That's not true.
Yeah, one
Did you
more than
watch?
the
Did
other.
you watch the Grammys?
Yeah, and half the women up there were nuts.
That wasn't the question.
It
Pretty
is.
mind or pretty privilege?
Pretty mind and pretty body.
Body.
So the body people
There was nothing
The
about
body people-
mindset.
are mentally craziness.
That's not true.
It is true.
Taylor Swift,
She ain't normal.
What do you think about SZA?
SZA.
Sizzle sizzling.
Yeah, she's crazy.
She's a sizzle, but
She's
she's
crazy.
nuts.
She crazy.
She's beautiful and she's crazy.
I didn't know her and Lizzo were best friends.
Miley Cyrus.
She ain't pretty,
She
but
looks
she's
great.
talented.
She a rock star.
But she's talented. Come on. Come on now. Miley
Beyonce?
Cyrus. Whoa. Beyonce.
Oh my gosh.
Silence is the marketing genius.
Yeah.
Marketing genius, but she's not sexy.
18 years in the
You think she's sexy?
Who, Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
Cyrus?
Yeah.
I think she's pretty.
She was rocking her
She's pretty
body, I
unsexy is
gotta
what she
tell
is.
you.
What?
She's what?
Was rocking her body.
As a rock star, she looks great.
I think I have to
How
drink
old
more.
is she?
32?
30
30 something.
She looks great for her age. As I'm approaching those 60s. Huh?
Beyonce is hottie, and she's smart because she listened to the right people. Now, is Beyonce super smart?
Oh, yeah, she's 31.
Wow.
J-Lo, she don't got much of a body.
She's 55.
Hi, did you see her in SNL? She looks amazing. And J-Lo's 55.
She's here.
She looks insane.
She looks amazing.
Well, you had that kind of money, you look insane too.
Yeah, honestly.
That's true, too. It takes a village, right?
No, it takes money.
How old is J-Lo?
Forget about that.
I think J-Lo's
55.
55.
Kardashians, I feel like. 54.
54.
No,
yeah.
she had a
I
birthday.
agree.
It's 55.
The Kardashians.
Yep.
Google's right.
Google's always right.
Dr. Google's
Do you
on-
guys ever question things you research on the internet?
Oh my goodness.
She doesn't, because she said Google's always right.
I just saw a video of the girl who played Siri on like some news.
The lady in Utah.
Yeah, she was just like hi, like she just said it and she was talking to.
Yeah.
So her voice is Siri?
Yeah.
Can you
We
imagine being
interviewed-
hired as Siri?
I interviewed her way back in the day.
I thought
She said
Siri
in like
was AI.
2000. She said in 2005, she had to record like so many.
What'd they pay her, did they say?
20 cents a recording.
Is that true?
I interviewed her on the Freddie Fixer show.
Really? 20 cents a recording? Does she have royalties?
I don't know.
Can you imagine having royalties as the voice of Siri? I thought Siri was AI.
You could change the voice of
My Siri doesn't even work.
Yeah, it's a real person.
voice, just recordings, they mix it up to make
You
different
hear it through a
sentences.
phone.
That's why it sounds weird.
Do you ever mix up the names of the robots? So like you call like Siri Alexa and Alexa
Yes,
Echo
all
and
the
Echo.
time.
Don't you listen to him
Siri.
in the theater all day
All
long?
the time.
Siri, Echo, Alexa, talk to me. And
Whoever
yet-
you are.
That's
so
what he
many
says
people.
to his wife.
You know, it's a problem when you can't remember names, right? I can't remember.
Unlock your iPhone first.
Shut up.
Exactly.
See? How did I get a man's voice on there?
Dawn, I don't know. Maybe it's when you
He's
went
the
to
guy
19,
from
the
Chicago.
guy's haunting. Guys
The
on the
guy
air.
from
is haunting.
Chicago. My parents are like, really? You were going to go to Chicago?
You know,
They're
your
watching
father
right
watches this show.
now? They're
You
go-
do know
He's
that.
going to go, did that really happen?
You know that.
Imagine that. There was no way to even tell anyone you were doing things back then.
Dad, this is nothing but a skit.
Can you imagine?
believe it.
Can you believe that we're that old that none of that even
First
existed
of all,
back
you
then?
that old. I ain't that old.
You're older.
No, you are. I'm vintage. I'm like
a woman
fine
old?
wine. What?
You just call a woman old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear what she said? Oh, we that old. We ain't that old.
What is going on with men? This is why
Wait.
men in this generation. Why the men in this generation?
What do you mean this generation?
His generation
My
or this
generation.
generation?
He's a little past for this generation, I'll be honest.
Wait,
with
which generation?
I'm gonna tell you something. I know more. The things that you're learning, I've already forgotten. Because I've made your mistakes, and you're going to be making them heavier or harder.
But you just said
So
you
we'll
forgot
see.
them.
Yeah, but I don't. They reoccur every day. You do it.
He remembers
Every
them.
day you do it. You did it again this morning. Uh huh.
She just needs coffee. Look how
Uh-huh.
much better she is with a cup of coffee.
Uh huh.
You do look a little bit more life-filled.
She says, I forget to put on my shoes. I forget to
No,
put
I
on my
forgot.
clothes.
She got her
I
pants, right?
Yeah, I told you
I
to
literally
put a
had a
change
whole
of clothes
outfit.
in the car. I'm not going to have this conversation with you no more.
I know, but
Because you're forgetful.
I didn't know I was coming to work. Like I forgot.
See, that's why you don't have a biological daughter.
I
Because
do.
look how
I
many
got plenty.
daughters you have in here.
And I'm going to tell you, none of you guys are
And
going
apparently
to Chicago.
my
I'll tell
daughter's
you
on
right
your
now.
phone. With my
Chicago.
my
She
son's
don't listen to
phone.
me
I
either.
What
know.
about Kansas City? Is that okay?
No.
I'm probably gonna go.
You're not
someday.
allowed to leave my sight until you're like 3 or 4 years in.
He's keeping you under his thumb.
Because I'm
here,
going to tell you,
Casey.
you are very challenging.
I know.
6 o'clock in the morning, she's having a meltdown.
The funny thing is, you're not even really her father.
I should be.
But you talk to her like she's your daughter.
Because there's a lot of talent over here. That's a great show.
So perfect. I love that.
That's a great show. by
I
the
guess
way.
we should go to a commercial break on that note.
Are you sure you don't want to take a plane ride to somewhere else?
888-994-4995, Studio B.
Oh, I got a
call in and
story for you.
Spin the wheel when we get back.
I do. I have a coffee, in-studio coffee. A new in-studio coffee, courtesy of Amazon.
All right, more stories when we get back. Where to go?
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. That's 701-581-9604.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Wow.
Look at these two dancing. Love that. You love that song? I love that song. That video was made. That video
I was
was
like surprised when I first heard it.
That video was made by Baxton, our own producer in-house.
Wow,
And
you got
what
his
a-
name right.
What? Well, I got to call.
He earned his name right?
You got to tip your hat. That is
Yeah,
one
you
of
gotta
the
write
best,
his- you gotta write his
best
name, write the
pieces
check.
of work I've ever seen. Baxton's in charge of putting music promotions. Of course, Josh and everybody has helped him do it, but that was all his concept. He stuck to his guns, and he came up with a solid video. So, I got to tip my hat to Baxton. I hope you feel better, buddy. Yesterday, we had the opening show of the Stage Sound
The Song Studio.
Stone Studio with Johnny Melnick.
Yes. Why is she laughing?
Shorty goes, I do music videos too.
We had to give Shorty music videos to
So,
do.
Shorty, you get the next one. But, Shorty, from you, I look at you and I says, okay, Shorty, because Shorty did
We
the
give
one.
Shorty 10 things at one time.
He did the sizzle for Sally.
He did
but no.
Sally Sizzle. Oh,
Come
Sally
on.
wants
Have
it
you
on her
seen that
board.
work?
We got to put it on her board and keep
You
it
seen
there.
it?
She gets
Have you
upset when we
seen
don't
it?
play it.
I got to tell you something. It's fantastic. It should be on her board. That is solid work that you did. But I expect that from him. I do.
He's
From
got
Baxton,
monitors. We give him lights. You give him everything to look at. Then he's got different things he's wiring. Then he's doing Frank's
brings things
commercial.
to
He did
life.
Gypsy Soul. Denise loves her Gypsy Soul commercial so much.
You make people cry.
You made two people cry in a week. In a week.
So you know what? The next one, you and Baxton, you got to collaborate. But I got to tell you, I got to tip my hat because I didn't think that Baxton had it in him to do it. And my goodness gracious, he came out of his bag solid. But yesterday's show, what's it called? The stage? What is it?
Song Studio.
Song Station.
The Song
Okay,
Studio.
give me one
The
version.
Song Studio.
The Song Studio.
The Song
Yesterday
Studio.
it had a Grammy Award winner on it. For those of you that did not watch it, he was a Grammy Award winner. Now, I'm going to look around. You tell me if you know anybody in your circle who's a Grammy Award winner.
One of my
Anybody.
professors won an Emmy.
Wow.
I'm going to come back to you again.
Better-
Grammy Award winner. Not an Emmy. Not
I'm
an
sorry,
Emmy.
my Emmy winner's not good enough.
No, it's not that. Listen,
We need
listen.
to interview the Emmy Award winner.
No, listen to the question. A Grammy is about music.
Hence the Song Studio.
Exactly. So I'm just talking about music. Do you know
Exactly.
any award-winning candidates for music? You know of, but I mean, do you know them? And Johnny sat down yesterday, and I said, how many do you know? He says, I know him. And I'm going to tell you, it was a proud moment for me. In my entering my 19th year doing this, I never had a Grammy winner. Never. I've come close twice. But yesterday, and then he showed it. Come on, man. That was unbelievable.
It was a great show. It was such a great show that we let it run an extra half hour because you couldn't stop the run.
I couldn't. And I'm going to invite him back. Maybe he'll even work with us. He says that what we're doing, what you guys are putting together, he's amazed. Now, this is a Grammy winner. He says, this is so needed in the community. What you guys are doing, I'm all in to help. That short that you did, part of the reason that we're here is to enhance that as well. So I got to tell you, I went home and I was listening to his
dancing?
music. And I played that show on again last night. I played it so Linda could see it. And I got to tell you, what a show.
Tell me about your coffee story.
So I asked somebody in here who should remain nameless to do the coffee because we have coffee drinkers today.
Yes.
And coffee's gone. So you remember when we used to have dirty coffee?
Dirty water coffee, yes.
Dirty water coffee. They never changed the filter, nothing.
Yes.
Okay. This machine, you must turn the machine off because if you fill it with water, she will start to liquidate whatever is in the coffee filter.
I've never seen anyone actually analyze the coffee machines like you do.
Because
Every coffee machine he analyzes, he knows how she works, what buttons you need to press.
if you don't turn it
She's
off,
always a she, by the way.
Just like
Machines
planes
are
and
she's
trains and
and
automobiles
cars.
are
Everything
she's.
he has is a she.
So I tell this person, this is you got to turn it off before you fill it with water.
Was it Casey?
No, if it was Casey, we'd be drowning in coffee on the floor.
I did that last week.
That's right.
Yes, we did do that.
Because you forgot the coffee filter.
She forgot
I forgot the basket.
the basket.
And then I find out that in the machine, there's coffee flowing because you have to mix the cinnamon. You cannot leave it on top.
I didn't know that.
If you don't mix it, it forms a cake. And the next thing you know, the coffee's going to come out the top.
Is that true?
Yeah. No, I'm making it up. Yes, it's true.
Hearing a story from you, Mom, don't get offended. It's like hearing a story from my mother. There's this element
Why
of
is she
truth.
offended? What about
Because
me?
here, there's this element of truth, and maybe it's because you and my mom grew up in the same environment. There's truth, and then there's the fluff and the stuff around it. So you have to get to that nugget of,
Okay.
there's cinnamon in the coffee, but then the rest of it, I'm not quite sure if that's true or did you
Okay.
make that up?
No, I
my
didn't
mom
make it
does
up.
the same thing.
I'm
by
going
the
to tell
way.
you something. I will not be making any more coffee since I don't tell the truth.
Kennedy, did that happen? She said no.
No? Didn't I stop you pouring the water? Didn't I tell you, stop, stop? You got to turn the machine off. And she didn't filter the water. That's the first no. You got, and not for nothing, Florida, that water stinks in this state.
I got to tell you, when that filter gets bad, you can taste the difference.
Of course it does. Of course it does. That filter, and then she went straight for the. And I'm moving.
I think
told
you're like
Linda
bougier
that-
than you realize you are.
I don't like bad tasting
You're
water.
bougie. For a simple guy from the Bronx, he's kind of bougie.
A little bit.
I mean, where
Right?
do you live? South Florida.
Do you even know what bougie is?
No.
He calls us high maintenance.
He's
You
a little,
are.
He
So
tell-
are you.
He
No.
tells me he's simple, but for a simple guy, you're little. Bougie.
I can't get a cup of coffee made the way I like it.
That's bougie.
Then people come in here, and I do my magic potion.
Yes, they all want your coffee.
And they go, "This is the best coffee I ever had." I even had somebody take a shot with me the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
We
Because
actually have
she
to
was
get
so
more of that.
excited.
I think it was empty.
It's
We
gone.
should send Josh.
She had a 5-gallon.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, you can't
Are
go.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can send her to the
Why is
liquor
this a
store
jump
then.
scare?
I thought you were
I
like
can send her to the
17.
liquor
No,
store.
because she'll get lost.
I always
I sent her to get a job, and she got a job in another
But
place.
she got a better job.
You got a better. You're smarter than me.
She had a better job. She makes good tips.
How old are
I had a
you?
good day yesterday.
Really?
Like my
Yeah, I
birthday
was
just-
like-
my birthday
You
was just
cougar
22nd.
woman.
I just turned
26.
Oh, okay, we're good.
I'm
How
Went
old
to
are you?
work 3 hours late today.
Yeah, my ego's.
Oh, she could go too. She
You're going to work 3 hours late?
3 hours late.
Why?
Why?
Because my class ends at 5.
Why? Do you have a mic?
It's expected.
It's 4 hours long.
So why did they book you at
So
3
why
hours?
did you take the hours if you know you're not going to be there?
Well, I told them I have class. And they're like, okay, just go when you can. I'm like, okay, well, that's 6 o'clock. They're like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, all right.
You do good on tips there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
I wanna
$60
check,
for
actually.
steak there.
Kind of want to check right now.
Give the mic to somebody else. Don't put it on your lap.
What does she want to do?
She's going to check her pay stuff.
Oh.
See if they paid her.
No, they definitely paid me. I just kind of want to see how it goes.
I know. Someone hacked into our. We got to check the bank account. They went to Beefaroo's. Apparently, there's this place in Illinois. Here's how you know when you've been scammed. Holiday Inn, Beefaroo's, and Popeyes is what they got out of our bank account.
And she says, Freddie, did you go to Popeye? What is it with you?
At first, I saw like a $2 charge on Popeyes. I'm like, you went to Popeyes. And then I'm like, Holiday Inn? Well, maybe I thought you were going to check in because I know you're moving. I thought maybe you needed a hotel room in between your move and everything. I'm like, there's no Holiday Inns really around here. Then I saw Burgeroo and a car wash place, and they're all in Illinois, and all in Rockford, Illinois, and realized, nope, someone hacked our bank account.
And the funny thing is, I don't even use that card. I used it one time, it didn't work. It's okay, that's the end of that. I don't even know where it is.
Don't worry, it doesn't work. I think I
Doesn't
cut it up. I'm going to cut it up.
See, so I have a cut-up card. How you like that?
They're going to send you a new one. So we got to check that
I
and
can
see.
send them the old one, because whatever.
What else you got cooking for today? I think we've got Pickleball Latino starting today, a new show.
I don't know, because I haven't heard from Raul.
Yes.
I have a
You have a mic?
banner.
You have a banner? Good, because we're going to use that for. Remember, you asked about a video?
Yeah.
We're going to make that an intro, and I need an intro for the keys to love.
Latino?
Yep.
Okay, I have a banner that really says that.
Good.
So we got to put some music and a little bit of something to it, and we need one for The Keys to Love by Sheila Fowler.
Keys to love. Yeah, we have to put that together today.
That's for tomorrow also. So a couple videos for you to put together.
Yeah, but we need some elements, too.
She's going to do that.
She doesn't know how to do elements.
She calls it a video, you call it an element. It's a matter of
What
semantics.
time are you leaving here?
12?
All right, I got to put 3 people on here, because she's leaving early.
We got Shorty too. Shorty wants a music video. We send him everything else to do. Have you always been able to do, like multitask and do things like that fast? Not you, him.
That's the thing. Like, I tried.
What are you doing?
I'm crying.
You know what it's like? He had a screenshot of me and Freddie in the same screenshot without his fingers in his eyes, or he's rubbing his eyeballs, or
Crying.
he's looking down, or he's paying a bill. And I'm going through this, and I wonder why our crew is so hard to find a good shot of you and me.
Well, I'm giving you a lot of good
Because
shots.
you're always doing random stuff. And I don't realize it on the midday because I'm looking one way and you're looking another until I go to look to do these things.
Well, wait till you see what I'm going to do today. Remember I was talking about what do guys do when they sit on the sofa? What does your
Don't do
boyfriends
that.
do when you sit on the
You
sofa
can't do
and
that.
they watch a ball game? What do guys do? Do we sit there?
Right
What do
there
we
and
do with
watch
our
it.
hands?
I'll sit right there and watch it.
I feel like you just sit.
Give her the mic. Give her the mic. What do you do?
You do like that man, like sit where you like sit.
That man
Put
says.
your hands behind your back.
You put your hand here in your pants, don't you?
No.
Guys do that.
What the
Go
Ted-
see if there's somebody to do
I
it.
feel like girls have a beer in their hand.
the Al
you know?
Bundy.
One in one hand.
Al
one
Bundy,
in-
he
Yeah, the
calls
Al
it.
Bundy
Al
kind of
Bundy.
thing.
The Al Bundy move. There you go. Now we got a name for it. The
that a
Al
thing?
Bundy move. That's what guys
Grace
do.
is like, oh man.
You know that?
What?
When you have a boyfriend? When you do.
She would not tolerate that at all. She'd be like, where's your hand? Move it right now. That's
What are you talking
just,
about? I spoke to Chuck. He does it all the time.
let me tell you. You know what it's like when you're married forever and you can never sleep because
that
the other
number?
person either snores. Now it's just like, he says, does my mere breathing annoy you? Yes. Your mere breathing at night just keeps me
See
up.
this number?
My dad snores and my brother-in-law snores. I couldn't do it, so
You
that's like a
snore.
big problem. No,
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with someone
You
who
were
snores.
sitting here the other day, and I don't know if you fell out, and you were snoring.
When?
And I have it on my. I'm going to show you on my
Again,
phone.
I don't know who
Recently.
decided
I have it on
that
my phone.
couples should share a bed. When did this become a normal thing?
There's something really wrong.
No,
with you.
seriously, because you never sleep because they roll over, you wake up. They snore, you
Like,
wake
you
up.
guys
They
should
go
have
to the
your-
bathroom, that you wake
You
up.
guys should have your own like full-size bed and push it
Hold it.
together.
Hold. Wait a
whenever you guys
minute.
want.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get this right. So
Separate might be equal.
So let me get.
this whole sharing a
So
bed
you,
thing when
you
you're
live with a
sleeping.
guy, and you're supposed to live in separate rooms.
I just want to sleep.
Sleep in separate rooms.
I'm thinking if there's a better answer. I think separate
Why?
rooms are a good idea.
No.
It's because I just need sleep.
When I babysat this family in Boca, they had separate rooms. Like
Yep.
they had a really big house. They just had separate rooms. Really, it just works with our sleep schedule. And I was like, whoa, that's interesting.
Agreed. I think it just
Yeah.
works with your
Disagree.
sleep
Because I think
schedule.
when you're like going to marry someone, you don't really think like, damn, like do they snore, like or
So what are you doing in
a
the
really
house?
annoying sleeper if they
But
just
what are you
spread
doing in the house
across.
then?
There's a lot more to a relationship than sleeping.
no,
When you
right.
want to sleep, you just got to sleep. It's like having two TVs.
And when you're next to someone 24/7, you're gonna want to argue with them at some point.
24/7. How about just like the hours of
Well,
sleeping?
you're like Lotto. You keep on giving. Let me ask a question. So you have, if you have one room, you sleep in that room, and then you have another room, which I call the dungeon room. Everything goes in this room.
That's
50 Shades of Grey. Remember that book?
I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing
You have
sleeping.
a room, 50 Shades of Grey?
No, but I said if anyone would, it'd be Dylan.
Dylan, about
Dylan
Freddie.
has two. He has a condo with 2 floors, 50, 60, and 70 Shades of Grey.
I just want to sleep. That's all.
You got to look at the entertainment value.
So then we wake up in the morning, and I try to find a nice way to say, you were up all night. Were you up all night? I was only up once. No, you were up all night because every time you roll over, you wake me up. Every time he goes, what, breathe? I'm like, yeah, that too. Every time you just merely breathe, you wake me
I
up.
got some bad news. He needs one of the masks.
I asked him, could he please find a way
He needs a
to,
mask. Or guide the strips.
again,
You
two,
only
you should have two
disagree
bedrooms.
because you're a man, and men are usually the problem.
That's not true. Every
Yes, it
woman,
is.
every woman that I
Two
know,
bedrooms.
every woman that I know has snored.
It's
Does
not
it
just
wake
Every
you up,
man
though?
I know has been the problem.
Men are just usually so much
She says
bigger.
everyone that she knows is a problem.
Every man that I've known has been the
So
problem.
go play for the other two.
Remember when she lost her glasses?
Switch sides.
I
know,
don't
that's
even
how
know how
you-
I found them.
That's how you know sexuality is not a choice. Because do you think all the women would be into men? Like when
You
women
think
are
I
the
would just
other
give up?
option, why do you think women would go for men?
Yeah, why the hell do you go for men?
You think I would just give up and be like, okay, I guess
Yeah,
I'll
give
just go
up.
for girls now?
Carol, go to go.
No. That's
See
not
if they
how it
don't
works.
snore and pick their nose and do a little. Yeah.
I watched this comedy special of this guy saying, like, nobody in here wants to be a husband. Like nobody in here.
Nobody will say that.
I
out in
know. But
public.
he's like
good wife.
listen to me, ladies. Everybody in here does not want to be a husband, and everyone just started laughing.
What do you mean?
He was like, no man woke up and said,
come in the place.
I never want to make my own decisions. Like
That's right, because that alien body comes over and takes everything over. What do you mean she's going to be and make a good wife? That
come
one?
in, there's coffee made, the lights are on, the music's
I
playing,
want to be
everything's
invited
opened
to
up.
your wedding because I want to interview Mr. Future You.
Mr. Future Me.
Isn't your birthday next week?
My birthday's Sunday.
Oh, we had to celebrate.
Grace? That's the disclosed number.
25.
It's 21.
It's 21.
Wow.
Oh, so you could drink legally. You're
Legally,
alcoholic.
yeah.
You've been drinking all this time. What the
I've been
hell?
drinking for the last 5 years, man.
So
You're
we're
not
gonna
even
have.
21 yet?
No.
So can we get like
I've been
Dylan to
asked
pop out of a cupcake or something? For us?
So in.
A cupcake.
Yeah, what you do is take a cupcake and you put your finger through it. You never did that when you were kids?
They used to have these like finger puppets that you could do that with.
Yeah.
You have to stuff the cupcake.
What?
Just stuff the cupcake.
No,
Maybe
just
you'll
buy a
bake.
cupcake. Unless you
want
make
to
a
bake
cake.
something for her birthday?
She's not gonna
birthday
bake.
cake?
Forget
I'll make a
about it.
birthday
She's
Bake
not
a
gonna
birthday cake.
She's
I
not.
would
She's
love
too
to.
worn out.
Yeah.
When you-
I've been living a life of crime this
Sunday?
whole time.
Talking to the
Can you
mic.
bring it on Monday?
yeah, I can make it Sunday, make it Monday. I
You want
actually
to celebrate your birthday
celebrate your
Monday?
birthday.
I actually have
Monday.
time on Sunday.
Okay.
I have
Birthday
time on
cake.
Sunday. I'll
Casey's
make a
making
birthday cake.
All
Make
in.
it so somebody can pop out of it.
What flavor?
Rum?
It's a
Uh,
21st.
Rum. He doesn't say much.
I will
but yeah.
try.
The Super Bowl's on my birthday. Mine came first.
Right.
Super Bowl changes every year.
Super Bowl's the same day every year.
Oh my god, I
That's
just
not
realized
true.
work is gonna be so slow that day. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah.
Oh, Super Bowl Sunday.
might be
Who
slow
are you
that
going
day.
for?
It's gonna
the
be so
Chiefs or
slow.
the 49ers?
Only the Chiefs because I like basketball.
Oh my god.
Chiefs or 49ers?
I'm like indifferent, but probably
To the mic.
And Shorty,
Two
Chiefs or
Chiefs.
49?
Chiefs.
3 Chiefs.
And
Chiefs.
Super D?
Chiefs or
Big
49?
49ers or Chiefs?
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Honestly, me too.
Grace?
I think
She doesn't care.
This is the first
Yeah,
time.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about sports, football, or anything. I haven't been following it all.
Someone's phone?
Alarm.
That's the alarm. It's telling
You
you
have
to
to
wake
take
up.
a pill?
No, I don't.
Braxton yesterday
It's
with
just
a
a
pill.
reminder.
I know.
His was a pill.
He is a
Did
pill.
get a pill alarm.
Ready to wrap this up?
No.
No, you got more to say?
Jackson looked me straight in the face and went. His alarm went off. I was like, "What's that for?" And he goes,
Zach, did you get the
tapping his
What's
drums.
in his pocket?
It's a little video about the 2 separate beds.
You have
We
one?
got more up there?
Oh, we're going to show a video of the 2 separate
I
beds.
just found it up.
Oh, I saw this yesterday.
That you, John?
Yeah, Marsha, I'm home, dear. Where are the kids?
They went to an early show.
Oh, did you get to the bank?
Yes, I did, dear.
Pick up my suit at the cleaners?
Yes, dear.
Did you mow the lawn?
I didn't, John. I simply didn't have time.
Didn't have time?
But, John, I had so much to do, I just...
Oh, you women. With all the time in the world on your hands, you never find time to get anything done. Uh-huh. Well,
I
suppose
love
you tell me
this.
just exactly what you did do with your time today.
Very well, dear. Gladly. After a night of blissful slumber, enhanced by the symphony of the human buzzsaw in the next bed, I leisurely arose when the alarm went off at 6 a.m.
Yeah, right.
And that's why she's ready, because she's by herself. She took away hours.
Wake up, children.
Yeah,
Come on,
right.
time to get up.
Oh, yeah, this is exactly what happened. This is exactly what
Just a
happened.
girl.
Hurry up now, children.
That's
Okay,
Dawn.
I remember those days.
Dawn, that's you.
Totally.
Oh, and they have kids too. Look, too.
I had
Just
that
like
too.
you. This is Dawn's cartoon.
John, hurry up. Your breakfast's getting cold.
Just in time for a cup of coffee, dear. I'm late. Hi, kids. Oh, I hate that.
Then, of course, there was a little housework to be done. But thanks to that lovely present you so thoughtfully gave me for our last anniversary, it was practically no work at all. There were attachments to do all the work.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh,
All right, leave it there so we can play the rest of it at the midday show. We'll play the rest of it at the midday show.
To be continued.
To be continued.
To be
Yes.
continued.
Because
Oh.
I'm going to tell you something. That is Dawn's life.
You should have seen me with the central vac in my old house, just like that. The thing was like so long, I would trip over it, I would pull out of the wall. Oh man, I got to tell you. Yes, that was my life back in the day.
Can you picture your future? That is your future.
That is a traditional family life, which I do not plan on having.
You don't plan on having a traditional family
I would love to be like a mom. Like I wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home mom.
and taking care of the house and the lawn and getting up at 6 and making his meal?
You
No.
would definitely have to do way more.
He used to have to make his own meal, I think. Who remembers back? It's been so long.
And the debate will continue in the midday show.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you midday.
And don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughter at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.